Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video, and for today I wanted to give you guys another look at the beast herself, Makkari, the star of the show when we're talking about this month's V755 Eternals update. Absolutely loving this girl, man, from top to bottom. This character is absolutely fantastic. So if you're thinking about picking up her deluxe package, man, think no more, look no further. I'm telling you, boys, this is not feelings, this is facts. This character is beyond god tier, and she's going to be a driving force in 2022. Just like Moonstone, who came before her, she is a top tier DPS that is very easy to use and super fun to play. I was not really too interested in this character when she was initially announced, but after playing with her, man, I'm absolutely loving her. So Moonstone, move over, or you know what, it's all good. Moonstone is still gonna be in the running, that's the queen, but at the end of the day, man, Makkari's right up there with her, so you gotta respect it, okay? Absolutely love this character. So just like Moonstone, who came out in 2020 at the end of the year, I believe it's the exact same time frame actually. What was it, like October, November-ish? I can't remember, right, when we get the Dark Avengers update, Epic Quest, whatever, right? And then Moonstone basically decimated all of 2021 up until this point. It looks like Netmarble / the Marvel Future Fight dev team, they have the same thing planned for Makkari, where she's gonna come in at the end of 2021 here, and she's gonna be a driving force all through 2022 until possibly another Epic Quest drops in October of next year. But even if that is the case, this character is future proof for at least, in my opinion, in my eyes, at least 2 years, man, because just because this character is keeping up with Moonstone doesn't mean Moonstone is going anywhere anytime soon. Frankly, you should, if anything, prepare for a uniform for Moonstone, because this character doesn't have a uniform. So if there's even a slim chance of her getting dethroned as the best tier 1 native character in the game, expect a uniform for her at some point, because she gonna be right back in the money as soon as she gets that uniform. However, today we're gonna be talking about Makkari, and the reason why I said this uniform for her is absolutely essential. So I showed you guys some gameplay yesterday where we were decimating stage 30 against Null and Mephisto, and she just ran through it with absolute ease. We didn't even need to give her a CTP or nothing like that. The highest stage I can currently do with Makkari is stage 29, not because that's as high as she can go, it's just because of the restrictions, right? You have to use females here, and then if you go up, you have to use blast types. She's not a blast type, so you can't use her here, and she's a hero, not a villain, so you can't use her here, and she doesn't have the agility tag, so you can't use her around 40. So right now 29 is around where she's like basically relegated to, because of the restrictions, not because of her power level. However, I also showed you guys on stage 30, because of the restrictions here, she was actually able to cut through this as well. However, a main reason why she's so powerful is because of her uniform, and it's not even because her uniform is necessarily making her stronger, it's because it's making her safer. In World Boss Legend, I always say it, if a character doesn't have a reliable way to make themselves recover HP, aka heal, they're gonna struggle when they get past, I don't know, 15, 20 for sure. And people always give me a hard time. I usually get some pushback from players saying, yo, not every character has to have a heal. Trust me, if a character is gonna be a top tier character that's pushing past stage 20 against Null, Mephisto, and whatever legend comes next, they're probably, more than likely, right, on a balance of probability, gonna need to have a heal. There's just no going around it, because these bosses hit so hard. They have penetration, so invincibility and immunity not going to protect you. They can hit you when you're in iframes, so you got to have a way to sustain in those long high stakes fight. And with Makkari, her heal comes from her uniform. So this is something that you need to consider when you're purchasing this character. Yes, her deluxe package is cheaper than Moonstone, clocking in at 4,400 crystals. And then you get a refund of 1,000 crystals, so it goes down to 3,000. But you're gonna need to buy this uniform for her. It's absolutely essential, because when you pop the third skill, you recover 30% of your max HP every 7.5 seconds. Even though it says a 3-second and 3-second duration with a 1-second cooldown, it's based off this skill, and this skill itself, once you have your cooldown maxed out, is 7.5 seconds left. So you're gonna need to buy this uniform for her. And just to be like as clear as possible. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. Yesterday, no problem at all cutting through these bosses. Absolute joke, even without a CTP. Without the uniform though, she still does really good damage. She still has the damage to clear it, but the probability of you dying and having to rerun the fight multiple times is a very real thing. And I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what happens when you jump into these fights. It's painful without the uniform because you don't have a way to heal. Okay, so they kind of finessed this a little bit. I think she should have gotten maybe a 5% recovery in the base kit, but it's fine. You know what, at the end of the day, it's still cheaper than buying Moonstone, even if you have to pick up the uniform for the character, and they got to make money somehow, right? So you can't expect them to not try to make the uniform as appealing as possible. And to be honest, I do prefer how she looks in the uniform versus the base kit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of looks goofy with that what you call it, helmet, whatever, visor, I don't know, whatever it is. It looks kind of goofy. I'd rather that not be on her face, but it is what it is. Now this is gonna highlight just how big of a disparity there is between the uniform and the base kit, and it's not even gonna come down to the damage, because the damage is still there. It's just a matter of, because you have to play her more cautiously now, you lose some damage because you're so concerned about getting hit by the boss and him penetrating your immunity, your invincibility, your iframes, all that stuff. So you have to actively move up, move out of the way of some attacks that you could have tanked before, because you knew you'd be able to recover from it. And all of your mistakes will be highlighting, so do keep that in mind. I know some of you guys are going to say, well, if the problem with the character is, hold on, somebody's going to get a Scott up. Okay, good. Some of you guys are going to say, well, if the problem with the character is she doesn't have a heal, there's an easy fix for that. It's called Anti-Venom or Groot. Well, here's the thing, both of those characters are male, and as you saw from the restrictions, right now the highest stage I can use her on is this stage, or stage 30 against Mephisto, and both of those stages lock out males. You have to use females, so can't use those options, right? And you can see I'm taking a bunch of damage even when I'm in iframes, so I'm not safe. And as the fight progresses, the boss is going to keep doing attacks that are stronger and just continue to penetrate more of your abilities. So the heal is a big part of her kit. So her needing that from the uniform definitely makes the uniform a must buy. I'm gonna go 3, 6, 4, 5. You can see the damage is definitely still there, so we definitely have the damage to clear the stage. It's a matter of, can we stay alive long enough? I guess it's a test of skill and a test of will. Anyways. Pop, pop, pop. Still a really strong character, still really fun. Some characters that need a uniform for a major part of their kit to function usually fall off big time in World Boss Legend. Like when you don't have a heal in your kit, usually you don't end up doing this high up. So salute to Netmarble for putting in like so many good things in her kit, like the accumulation, the super crit damage, and just giving her invincibility and immunity plus the iframes and stuff to make it so that she can still work and still like not die on you right away and stuff. But like, for the best gameplay experience, you will want the uniform. Let me just say that. He's gonna do the thing. Yeah, we're gonna dodge that. And she still has damage reduction and stuff, so she's not gonna take like massive amounts of damage, but it can still happen. He's gonna jump, so I'm not gonna go for it yet. And poof, I have to make sure because I know I can't heal. We might die from this. Yep. Unfortunate. This is the reality, okay? And I'm not gonna edit this. I'm not gonna like, you know, make it seem like this is not a thing that you're gonna experience, because it is. Alright, so we'll tag White Fox in, and we'll basically just Mephisto is gonna be really difficult. I don't even think she's gonna be able to do stage 30. Like, you can see this is still possible, but I don't even think she's gonna be able to do stage. Let's bring it back in. Nope, I am not risking her getting one-shotted by that attack. And that's another thing that I said before, where because she can't heal anymore, you have to play her more cautiously, and because you have to play her more cautiously, your damage goes down because of that. Oof. Like before, I could have gone up here and attacked him while he was doing that attack that he's doing right now, but because I can't heal, I have to just wait it out and hope that I have enough DPS to clear the stage after he becomes like targetable. So Thor, do your thing. Okay, let's go 3, 4, 5. We have decent damage. The proc, hello. Oh gosh, we might lose. Yep. So we possibly could have done that if I waited 4 more seconds and didn't use the regular rotation before the awaken rotation. I think we would have had enough damage. But the long and short of this is, if you don't have the uniform for Makkari, you're gonna have to play her more cautiously, and because of that, you could end up in a situation like this. So I'm making this video just so you guys are aware that you do need the uniform for Makkari if you want to use her in top tier content and have the best gameplay experience with the character. Do you need the uniform for the character to work? Absolutely not, because this is definitely beatable without the uniform. You see for yourself, we're this close to beating him, and it was just one miscalculation on my part which resulted in me losing. Okay, so let's jump over here against Mephisto and let's see what is going on over here. If you guys want to see a video on Cersei without her uniform and how she performs, because she is going to be affected similarly to Makkari from her uniform, because her uniform gives her a heal as well. Okay, let's jump in and see how it works. Now, Mephisto is going to highlight why you absolutely want this uniform for the best experience possible with this character, because he has like 3 or 4 different attacks that he does in every phase that hits you, even if you have your iframes up or your invincibility or immunity up. He just has so much penetration that even though she is going to do more damage against him because she's a speed type and he's a blast, and that's just how the rock paper scissors thing works out in Marvel Future Fight, she has a higher probability of dying against Mephisto than against Null, just because of his skill set. And you're gonna have to do a lot of tagging to work around that, especially in the later phases when he just starts using the circle of death. I'm gonna go 3, 6, 5. Okay, we broke him, that's good. You can see the damage is still there. She's literally not reliant on her uniform for damage, it's just for survivability. And I just lost 30% of my HP there while I was in the middle of my fifth skill, which you don't want to cancel out of your fifth skill because that's the bulk of your damage, right? Okay, he just went into the circle of death, and if I had sit in there, I'd have lost another 25% of my HP, and he's nowhere close to being dead yet, so he can't be doing that. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, he's gonna do this. Oh boy. Between all the stage mechanics and stuff, he's doing another circle. Oh gosh. You can see. Now, there's a couple things you could do, right? You could use other characters to attack in the meantime, but because this is a Makkari showcase, I want to show you, I want to put on full display her damage and her survivability in full effect without her uniform. And you can see it's a more stressful experience. Oof. Gosh. Bro. Okay, come on, I stepped in that. Oh my gosh, you guys seen how long I was standing in that portal before it recognized that I was there? The other characters are dying just because I'm not using them to attack. But man, yeah, it's a stark difference. damage is definitely there, but damage without survivability or survivability without damage, the result will be the same, which is failure. We died. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things here. If you want to see how she does with the uniform on the same stage, look at the video I uploaded yesterday. I don't want to give you guys the same content on the same stage with the same uniform with the same build into two videos back to back, so I won't make it a comparison type video. When I get her uniform to Mythic, then maybe I'll do a comparison, but again, the main purpose for getting this uniform is so you can heal. 30% every 7.5 seconds is a big deal. You just seen for yourself. 2 stages that she absolutely annihilated yesterday, she died or failed on simply because you had to play her cautiously because she no longer has a heal. Okay? So when you're purchasing the deluxe pack, make sure you have some crystals reserved to buy her uniform. Okay? It is must. It is a must. So whether you want to wait for Black Friday and get the uniform for 50% off, or you want to buy it up front like I did, completely up to you. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, because apparently 70% of you guys are ninja watchers. Sad times, boys. I'm going. Peace.